You're talking about honeycombs and rainbows, as if I was planting moons and stars in bodies made from nothing but shameless words and pettiness and male chauvinism. Where men grow to think of women as objects, their bodies a restaurant that they can walk in and out, but they can easily get away because the judge judges the woman. Maybe she was not fully covered, maybe she was this, and maybe she was that. But what about a kid who doesn't understand lust and sex and touch and caresses? What have you got to say about that? Well, the curtains have just opened for another revelation. She opens her eyes to see the little ray of hope left, a parallel line of light that attacks the room each morning, a daughter of Mother Sun. Other than that, her life is a traumatic story. There is no past and there's no future and there's definitely no in between. When the birds back in the backyard were dropping dead insects, the rituals used to happen on days so bright your eyes would burn, from an uncle to a daughter living in the city of Mombasa, where culture binds people into one but rep is something that no one talks about. Why then will she open her eyes to see more light when she's silenced after every touch, every caressing, every piece of unwanted him on her, because it is a taboo to speak about things done unto you without your permission? It started as a normal touch, then there was more, then there were beatings, monstrosity, blood of her period, insomnia, panic attacks, and reels of old films unraveling because what would happen next? It was a ritual, the converging of dream and reality, a mixture of confusion. There was nothing that she could tell anyone because, well, taboo, and she had to undo each day to herself, put herself together, keep on a fantastic show, prove her worth to friends in cafes who had no time to listen attentively to her wounds because they were busy uploading moments that they had not lived. It all became one big lie that family is your first protection. She welcomed the violence with her blood-filled palms, her ruptured insides, her cries for less, for pity, for forgiveness of sins she had never done, and she stood under the healing shadows of her mother who felt her pain but still told her to keep mum. Yatakwisha. The hands of mercy will fall upon her if she prays to God, because the world should never know of what he does to her, him, a respected somebody in the community. But how will she protect herself? How will she protect herself when perpetrators live in one roof and venomous eyes roam around every single girl who has grown apples on her chests and has softer voices? She, like many others, lost refuge in her own home, finding comfort in shadows, on walls, on art pieces drawn on papers of those her size who lived a happily ever after that she had never experienced before.